I will not be treated this way another day. And once you do that, then the people start weeding themselves out. So when it comes to letting people go, a big part of it is setting up those boundaries first. Don't you set those boundaries up? And here's the beautiful thing about it. So I still have to say
Absolutely.
the boundary part, that you got to have that in place because it has to finally come to a point where you say, no more. I will not be treated this way another day. And once you do that, then the people start weeding themselves out. So for those of you who are concerned about conflict and things of that nature and don't want to get into or explain yourself, all you got to do at first, at least, is to set that boundary and let them know how you want to be treated and do not tolerate it under any circumstance at all. No matter what they have going on in their life, this is how I want to be treated. And once you do that, that's going to weed out a lot of people automatically. And anybody else who's left, who still doesn't want to abide by your boundaries, is pushing up against them, or maybe trying to ridicule you or shame you into even having them, then you can have that conversation where you could tell them, listen, this is how I want to be treated. There's nothing wrong with how I want to be treated. And if you don't want to do that, then you don't need to be in my life. Period. I would say, don't be concerned about the backlash. Do not be concerned about the backlash. Do not be scared of the backlash. And sometimes there will be backlash. It's fine. Once you cut people off or tell them, that you want your peace or your space or whatever, they're gonna easily respect it. And just there's some people who are gonna be really upset, really frustrated. They're gonna call you all types of names. They're gonna kind of reject you. They're gonna try to turn against you. They're gonna try to turn other people against you. Hold fast, right? Fast to your integrity and hold fast to knowing that I'm doing the right thing for me, right? People who are
Absolutely.
truly in your corner, the people who truly love you, the people who truly care about you, they're going to see through it. And so by doing this, by you being able to essentially hold those boundaries and have them, you're going to be prepared to lose people. And you got to be okay with that because again, if these people really were in your corner, if these people really did care like they say they did, they would not have a problem with you setting up boundaries on protecting your peace and protecting your mindset and protecting just your emotional health. They would not be upset about that. Do not move from the boundary. You must enforce your boundaries. A boundary that is not enforced is useless. It's not a boundary at all. I always say, remember, the boundaries is not about keeping people out. It's about protecting who's inside. You're
Exactly.
inside those boundaries you're setting. Anyone who loves you and cares about you have to abide by those same rules. Just be prepared for the backlash and just realize that setting up those boundaries allows you to control who's going to come into your life and pour into you. And it keeps out the people who only want to come in and take and use and abuse you. I want you to stop and think, is this serving me or is it pulling away from me? And then you can start working on making a decision on how to let go of that person, that relationship,